And back in Lagos, the federal and Lagos state governments will reopen the third mainland bridge today after its closure since January 2024 for rehabilitation of some sections. The renovated infrastructure now has solar-powered lights and CCTV cameras installed, as well as new markings. Recall the latest repair were in two phases, inward and outward Lagos Island. Meanwhile, the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority has warned motorists to maintain speed limits while driving on the long stretch of the newly renovated Third Mainland Bridge linking mainland and other parts of the state. General Manager of the agency, Olalekan Bakare-Oki, gave this warning while addressing officers of the agencies whose purview falls within the Third Mainland Bridge operational areas. Bakare-Oki said the comprehensively repaired bridge is facilitating to drive on without any impediment, as this may be too tempting and risky not to observe speed limits, thereby resulting in untoward consequences for motorists. The general manager also advised motorists to obey every traffic signs and other installed traffic-related electronic devices where necessary and keep to the approved speed. Now, President BOLA TINUBU has been urged to declare a state of emergency on Third Mainland Bridge and Kata bridges in Lagos State. This appeal was made by members of the Joint Committee of the National Assembly on Works during the inspection of critical infrastructure in Lagos. Our correspondent has more. It's day 2 of the inspection of these infrastructures by Senate and House of Representatives Committee on Works. This time, it's about the complicated and critical underwater aspect of the bridges in Lagos. Having seen the extent of the damage done to the underwater component of the bridges, the Minister of Works appealed for urgency and special attention to arrest the deterioration noticed.
We have 3 critical underwater challenges, and that is the deflection of the slab, nothing to worry about. We are going to repair it like we did in a coal bridge, and it will stop deflecting. The second one is the deterioration of the piers, the pier caps, and then the cover to pier caps. The saw rods are all exposed, and the Beja is already working on it. Mobilized about 4 weeks ago. The cost of the project is 21 billion. And I want the National Assembly to take very special note that this is the worst of the challenges we are having in these 2 bridges.
We've been on the river, or we call it high sea, for over 1 hour plus now. And I want to join you immediately to call on the President of this country to declare a state of emergency on some of our critical infrastructure, especially on the rural sector. Honorable Minister, it will be very nice immediately to invoke the power of the President when you get into him to see how most of this critical infrastructure has been built for years should be given special attention, because what we see in the budgetary provision cannot handle some of these projects. I've told you in private, I've told you on other platforms that anything that the Parliament will do to make your job easier, we will do it and will continue to do it.
The team later proceeded to the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway to inspect the extent of work done. According to the Minister of Works, David Umahi, the successful completion of the rehabilitation works on Phase 1 of the Third Mainland Bridge with aesthetics and markings and solar light as well as CCTV is a clear indication that the BOLA TINUBU administration was on course to carrying out comprehensive repairs on other bridges in Lagos. Joshua MORAKINYO, LTV News.